I'm interjecting this video because I have a lot of videos that I'm going to be posting this year about a lot of various subjects, and as you're watching my travel videos, I'm also going to be interjecting some other videos that are relevant to RVing and some things about what's coming up. As you know, when I started this RVing lifestyle, it was by chance. And I started this because I originally wanted to go out and get a homestead property, and I had some ideas of what I wanted to do on a homestead. So I sold my house in Fort Lauderdale, very large, very fancy house with a lot of expenses, and I moved to the country. And during the time that I needed to find a property, I purchased my RV, my Class C, my 28-foot Class C, so that I could go out and find property up in the northern part and central part of Florida. I wanted to be self-sustainable at the time, and then that involved a lot of things that you understand as self-sustainable, which is having your own, growing your own, having cows, having chickens, all of the typical stuff that people consider, a prepping lifestyle or a homesteading lifestyle. And when I finally found my property and I moved in there, my interest changed, and I knew that I wanted to travel, and I wanted to travel in my RV because I really loved traveling so much, and I loved the traveling industry, and I loved the RVing industry especially. But for a while I didn't do anything, and that was fine because my uncle moved into the property, so I took care of him for a while. But that gave me a chance to reflect and understand and learn some things. What self-sustainable may mean to you may mean something else to somebody else. Well, at this point in my life, I want to travel. I love doing this channel. I love talking to people. I love meeting people, and I love doing all this. But you have to be able to make a lifestyle out of this. You have to be able to make a living out of this. For me, wanting to continue to do this kind of a lifestyle, I have to become self-sustainable in this. And that means that I can't rely on YouTube always for my paycheck. As you can see, there's been a lot of issues with censorship, pushing certain channels with certain agendas, this and that, whatever you want to call it. It's fine if you don't believe in it or whatever. It doesn't really matter. What's important is that I don't feel that I can depend on something like Google or YouTube to provide me with the future that I want, and to be able to live comfortably doing the travel that I want to do. Because I have the 3 acres, I realize that being self-sustainable is me really taking care of myself and being able to make money and a future to be able to sustain that lifestyle that I want. Because I have the 3 acres, I am able to do several things in that property, and one of them is to build on one of the acres and either move into a smaller space for myself as Christian moves on in his life. This is one of the reasons I got the Airstream, because I could move into a smaller home and I could rent out my larger home, because it just really feels big for me right now. But I do enjoy having it, and I don't know what could happen in the future. I know that I could get a rental income and not have to pay additional taxes if it was some kind of a park model where I don't have to pay additional taxes for, because it is on wheels and it's not permanent structure on the property. This is some ideas that I have this year, and I have been looking at these awesome park models, either something that I can have for myself or something that I can rent out. I'm not sure where I'm going to go with this yet, but I do know that I can't just keep guessing. I have to start asking questions, and what it's going to cost to build this, what it's going to cost to do this. That will give me some answers, and I will be preparing myself for the future that's coming. I'm going to take you along in this journey, because in Florida you could purchase acreage and you could buy a shed, you can build, and you can build it out like a house, or you can build your own tiny house. But a lot of times you're going to have problems with that. So for me, what I want to do is buy a park model, the same kind that you see in RV parks, and basically rent it out. Right now what I want to do is I want to get the pricing, and I want to find out about the restrictions for having something like this on my property on one of the other acres. I also want to find out what the price is purchasing such a model already versus actually constructing it from scratch. I'm going to put this video showing you some of the park models that I have been filming over the last year, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be bringing a lot of more financial things. I'm going to be bringing you more stuff about being self-sustainable so you could travel. Me, self-sustainable being, I want to be able to travel and I want to be able to sustain myself with that kind of a living, not necessarily, you know, on the property with fruits and vegetables, but yeah, when I'm home, why not? I can grow my own. Or another option is I could, during the time that I'm not there, I could let somebody come and be a groundkeeper and then watch the grounds, watch my gardens, watch all that in exchange for a parking space. So that's something else that I'm going to be working on this channel, trying to figure out which way I'm going to go with this property that I have, so that I can sustain this lifestyle that I love, which is traveling, and yet when I'm home I want to be able to eat healthy, I want to be able to grow my own, and share it with my friends and family when they come over and visit. I subscribe so you can be more informed this summer about some of the big projects that I have in mind. Not sure if they're all going to be completed this year, but I know that one step at a time will get me there. Not everything can be done at once. For some of you who are looking for a home base or looking to buy property in the state of Florida so you can live smaller but be able to travel during the other months of the year. Once I have all the information in front of me, then I can go ahead and make decisions, and I can take you along. Subscribe and stay tuned. I'm going to be posting that video right now. You're looking at a self-made woman. You should know I got nothing for free in this life. None of us can know.
video, please give it a thumbs up, please share it, and please subscribe.
You don't only have to have an RV to have my sticker. You can also put it on your truck like I did.